Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday here at 222 with me, Tammeron, your spiritual guide. I am the founder of Tammeron's Place, which is a retreat for spiritual growth. So each week I am here live on Facebook at 222 to offer you guys a two-card draw, which is a reading from this year called Let Baron Read's deck, the Wisdom of the Avalon deck. So these are oracle cards. These actually aren't tarot readings. However, I'm here each week, and now I've been putting out questions each week for you guys as I am learning Vedic astrology to give you a heads up on what the energies that I intuitively feel are going to be happening for people this week. And then we do a two-card draw to give you guys advice from spirit on how to manage these energies and emotions that are going to be happening. And of course, I always share with you guys which tea it is that I'm drinking in my teacup, because again, I do honestly believe that, we can help to rebalance our emotions by using gifts of the earth, such as natural teas. And I have a really powerful blend of what I call an earth medicine in my cup today. So I'm going to share that with you guys. And then each week as well, I do have, as part of my Tammeron's Place membership group, a template that I offer people on how to really help to balance your emotions using the high grade essential oils with doTERRA. So as a member, everybody receives that on a Monday night. So people are really excited because they're finding, if they are using the recommended blend of essential oils that I'm recommending for their diffuser and using the rollerball blend that I'm suggesting, that people are finding that we're a little bit more emotionally balanced and we can actually manage a lot of these energies that are actually happening this week. So powerful energy coming through this week. We've got the new moon happening on Friday. So that's in 3 more sleeps, right? Love to count those sleeps. I started that habit with my kids when they were young, and it's in my brain. So again, a lot of people are feeling that there's a lot of unsettling things happening. And it really means that it's time to, let things go. So that really is the essence of the reading today. However, I'm just going to read it to you again because I do post it on here and use it as part of my marketing. So yes, we're moving into this new moon energy and these emotions are heating up, right? So passion shows up. It can show up in a great way, or it can be very disruptive because it just feels like everybody just wants to move forward and just get on with their lives. But, this can feel like this strong energy, like this surge. So I made a reference to it's flowing like a fresh spring from the ground, but it's coming up. It's almost like you've tapped into something that is amazing and stuff is just going to shoot up. Well, where is all this energy going to go? Right? So how can we move it into a positive form? And it's time to be real and honest. And that pot of gold is right there in front of all of us this week. All right? Because we got a lot of amazing things happening in the sky in astrology. So that is the question I'm putting out to spirit. But first, before we do the reading, again, I love sharing this tea or this mug with you guys because whenever it's the full moon energy or the new moon, I use this teacup to drink out of because this was a little treasure that I found when I was traveling around last year. So I'm putting it down. I've actually added a drop of peppermint high grade essential oil into this teacup because again, when we have a lot of this energy happening, people start getting a lot of headaches. They're not sleeping. I haven't been sleeping that well. So I've been pulling in all my tools to actually help to support me as well. However, it's very uplifting, and peppermint can actually help because it's like, to me, it feels like a driving force. So it can open things up and allow things to move. So it's a beautiful essential oil, and it's actually one of the lower priced essential oils with doTERRA. So I've always got peppermint going in my house. However, I want to share with you guys the tea because I'm someone that's always brewing up funny teas and using natural remedies from the earth. However, this was actually a blend. I still have the label on here. This was actually a blend. You guys can see of some special trees and mushrooms. I'm going to share with you what the actual ingredient is. So this was a combination of 4 different things in here, and I'm going to read to you what they are. However, I've added reishi mushroom, and I'm actually going to spend an extra minute on this on this with you guys, and I'm going to read to you what reishi mushroom actually does, because I honestly feel that if people are starting to learn how to use some of these natural remedies from the earth, you're going to learn how to empower yourself, not only physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. So reishi mushroom is something I've added to this blend to make it into a tea. So I actually take this, I add water, I bring it to a boil, I let it simmer, and then I added a drop of the peppermint essential oil actually into my cup before I started drinking it. So I'm going to read to you what reishi mushroom is about. However, the basic blend of this is chaga mushroom, podarco bark, cat's claw bark, and astragalus root. So this was my immune blend that I used to have in my little tea shop in Southern Ontario. So I've brewed that up and I've added the reishi. Now, when I read this to you about reishi, you're going to understand why I decided to use it and how this can empower you as well. So this is from a website, and I will post the information below on this link after I'm finished with the reading today, but I want to share this with you guys. It says, reishi is the ancient Chinese regarded the reishi mushroom as the elixir of life, capable of bestowing the gift of immortality. They gave the mushroom the name lingzi, meaning herb of spiritual potency. In China, the reishi mushroom is known to benefit the qi, or the life force, or the prana. It can induce almost immediate calming and serenity, a feeling of letting go of the old and of renewal or rebirth. The lesson reishi teaches us is considered extremely auspicious, as this herb opens the heart energy and allows the prana to flow. In yogic terms, it relates to the heart chakra. This chakra increases insight and the ability to grow on a higher spiritual level. And when the heart chakra is balanced and the prana is flowing, all the meridians connected with the immune system and the thymus gland are open in support of this life force energy. Then the mind can connect to the heart energy and tune in to a higher level of awareness, so that the body, mind, and soul are not separate. Okay? So I will post that for you guys again after I'm done this, because really this is really what this energy is all about, what I'm feeling this week. It's time to get raw. It's time to get real. It's time to have those conversations and move on. Okay, so 2-card draw. Here we go. The first card that I pulled just before we started of Colette Baron-Reid's deck is our challenge card, and it came up as the Queen. So I'm just going to push this onto the screen for you guys a little bit, and I want you to look at that. Okay, so take a look at that message, and it says here, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. Okay, so the challenge for this week ahead is to be real about your self-worth, your self-esteem, stepping into who you honestly are and owning it. Just, let go of these old images of yourself, these old belief patterns that we're not enough, that, nobody wants us, or, all those old stories. I mean, I can go on for hours about some of these old versions of ourselves that really were not true, okay? They were not true at all. So when we can own it, things are going to start shifting, because you have shifted your belief pattern. You've shifted something in your own subconscious, okay? So you can really own that queen essence within you. So the action step that came up, in order for us to do this, came up as disruption. So what might actually happen when we do something like this is that this old version of you that you've let go of, and now you are in the conversations or just being around people that are seeing this new version of you, it's going to feel disrupting to them. It's going to shake things up. It's like, it's like something needs to change. And either these people or these situations or these surroundings are going to move and flow with you, or it's going to be time to leave. This is an opportunity for a huge cleanse. All right? However, I want to go back to this card for a minute. When you're stepping into your true power, and you need to have these conversations with people, I feel the thing that we all need to let go of, including myself, is to not have conversations telling people about who they need to be in a relationship with you. Because in my belief system, that's abuse. That is a power struggle. However, if you can approach a situation or a relationship with the intention of speaking up for what you need and asking for what you truly need, look at the vision, look at the images in this card. You know, people bringing you stuff, asking for what you need. If that person or that situation can offer that in return for you to balance you out, that's harmony. However, you have to give that person that choice. And that person has to be honest about it and say, I can do that, I can be that, I can behave that way, or not. And the truth is, if it isn't the fit, it wasn't meant to be. And this is the result. The power, owning your truth, owning your power. And regardless if that person or that situation was not meant to be, then the gold that comes in is exactly who was meant to come into your life, or a new situation or a new opportunity. But it is not going to happen unless that honesty comes first. Okay? So we're going to need both. I feel like I need to put this card here first. All right? That is the challenge, is to honestly speak your truth. Do not tell someone who they need to be. Ask for what you need and wait to see who comes in to balance you out. All right? This is a beautiful opportunity. There are going to be huge shifts in all areas of people's lives, but the truth is, you just got to be real about it. All right. And that really balances everybody out. So the reason why I share, the essential oils, the blends of essential oils, and the teas to use is to use some of these gifts from nature so that you can feel strong and balanced, especially when we're going through challenging times like this that are going to seem a little bit scary, but at the same time, they can turn out to be absolutely something beautiful. All right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. I always come back later on in the evening to see if anybody's posted anything on here. And again, each week I use these videos and I upload them onto my YouTube channel under Tammeron's Place so that you are able to share them, go back and look at them. Sometimes it's nice to come back and revisit. And even for me, I'm channeling these messages. So sometimes I like to come back on the weekend and I go on YouTube and I go, wow, that actually happened for me too. So it's a lot of fun and it's a great way to share the knowledge and the information with people that you care about. Again, these readings are free for you guys each week. I now have posted on my business page under Tammeron's Place a button on there so that you can book a private reading with me. Again, that is just for online calls. And we can use the Zoom video conferencing like I use on here to film these videos so that you have an opportunity to get a quick reading with me. Again, my readings are not usually very long. Sometimes it's just a 20-minute reading, which is a 3-card draw. And the reason why I keep my rates so reasonable for online readings is to save you time and money. All right. A lot of people, I never see them again. Once they get that reading, that's it. All right. So I love to really support people and help you guys out. And remember to come back again next Tuesday live here at 222 and join me for another 2-card draw next week. We have moved through the new moon and we will be into some very powerful energy next week. So I look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.